on today's show. Pogo Milo UK is packing his socks and undies for the Las Vegas Hoenn Tour. Ian Waterfall is helping Milo pack his socks and undies for the Las Vegas Hoenn Tour. Masterful 27 will soon be stealing Milo's beep 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 beep. And I hate to admit that I'm kind of jealous I won't be in Las Vegas next week with the boys. Welcome back to Incensed podcast episode 105. Ian, have I got that right? Is it 105?
105.
Great, good. Yep, good
check.
start. How are my boys doing today?
Fantastically, mate. I do have to say, Ian is being very counterproductive. I'm putting my socks and undies in the suitcase, and he's removing them and putting mankinis in there. Could you stop?
Priorities, man, priorities.
Dude, it's not that hot weather in Vegas.
You know what? I looked at the temperature, what the forecast is for next weekend. It's going to be like 12 or 13 degrees.
Ooh,
we're going to need hoodies.
Just a tad
Yeah.
nippy.
I retract that. I'm not jealous. It's warmer here.
Sounds more hardcore than it really is. When you said like Milo in on their Hoenn tour or the Hoenn tour, I thought, you know, some people listening going, "Oh, they're doing that, are they? They're going for it."
That's what Vegas is known for.
What happens if Vegas stays in Vegas?
Unless you
I'm
get
a little
something.
bit jealous.
When it comes
I'm a
home.
little bit jealous as well, Coops.
Are you, Marky? Because I actually am a bit. I genuinely am.
I am a little bit. I've never been to Vegas. I think it's the Vegas bit which is what I'm more excited about than the actual Hoenn tour.
We'll be able to put something to the test, actually. Remember, we thought Coops was the most likely to answer the phone in the middle of the night. Ian,
Yes,
we're
we
phoning
did,
him from
yes.
Sunset Park.
yeah.
Yep, 8-hour time difference.
Oh, yes.
I'll be up. I'm like a midnight owl. But yeah, I kind of agree with you, Marky. I don't really care about Pucciano. It's more the Las Vegas aspect
It's more
for
about
me.
the Vegas.
It's not Pucciano tour.
Is that a Hoenn Pokemon?
Yeah, it is.
It is.
It's
Well,
Bronzer?
well done.
I don't know.
God, what game are we playing tonight? Sounds like we're playing a game.
Generation game.
That would actually be a funny one, wouldn't it, for me? Try and guess the generation, yeah.
That's a game idea there, right there.
Well, let's not talk about games or I'm going to have a panic attack. Listen, we've got a few celebrations tonight.
We've also got some Quality Street. If you're not in the UK, you won't get that joke.
Oh, it's a dad joke. But so, yeah, to all the listeners, hi, welcome into another episode. I apologise, I'm hosting. Hot mess, get ready for the next, I'm going to say hour, but get ready for the next probably
You're gonna be
45, 50
smooth as
minutes.
butter, mate. Don't worry.
Yes,
8
thank
minutes.
you. Please do, as always, drop down that incense.
Pop your incenses, champions. Let's go.
Also, if you're a new listener from the actual Hoenn Tour, hi. If you've seen the boys in Vegas, you've discovered the podcast. Hopefully you've listened back to the last one and then obviously the Hoenn episode. And yeah, hopefully you stick with us for the next few episodes as well, because I remember when we did trainer tips, we lost you all straight away, didn't we? We did the trainer tips episode and then they all were like, nah, not
People
for
don't
me.
hang around afterwards.
Yeah, we're like, thanks, we got what we wanted, but fine.
But yes, and of course you lot know the drill. If you do manage to get a shiny or manage to get anything amazing, please do tag us on all of our social media. That's Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, literally everything. And all the @ is going to be is just @ Incensed Podcast. That is where you're going to find us. Obviously, you've got to use the hashtag Shinies of the Week.
Clarify the spelling?
Thank you very much, Lando Alpha. So yeah, the hashtag is going to be SHINIESOFTHEWEEK. But yes, we do have a big celebration tonight on the podcast. It might be our favourite little editor's birthday. So Marky boy, Ian, are we ready? Good luck, by the way, birthday boy, syncing this up. Here we go on 3. 1,
I promise I'll do
2,
you proud.
3. Thank you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Milo. Happy birthday to you. No, bro, for real, good luck syncing that up because that sounded terrible on my end.
We didn't sing it badly and at different speeds.
I'm going to try and make it like a harmony.
Oh my god, but bro, happy birthday! Guys, it's Pogo Milo's birthday, let's go, let's get some sound effects, please.
Thank you, boys.
YT.
Thank you, boys. YT, yeah, don't forget that.
It's the long one, so we can just keep talking, I guess.
How old are you today, bro? How old?
The grand old age of 28.
28 years old.
I'm an old bastard. That's why.
But Milo, isn't it another birthday as well?
Well, I was going to say, this Sunday isn't just my birthday, but this episode does actually mark 2 years of this incredible podcast. So well done, boys.
Well done, well done.
Well done.
We made it an extra 5 shows after 100.
The thing is, we made it to 2 years. That's the
Yes.
important thing.
Wait,
2
just double,
years.
triple check him. It's my 2 years in like 4 or 5 weeks, right? Just double checking.
No, I think you missed more than 5 episodes.
Oh, I hate you. Look at that. That's for you. That's for you, Ian. That's for
I
you
think
on the
Easter might be
screen.
the time.
Yeah. Easter. I'll leave it out. Easter. You lot are winding me up.
You've easily missed 10 shows.
Do you think it's 10? I might work it out, actually.
No, I don't think it's
I
that
reckon
many.
I reckon it's about 7 or 8.
I thought you were going to be an idiot and go,
Yeah.
9. You've missed 9.
9.
To be fair, Mark, you're not far behind me, are you, mate? You're probably
It's
about...
catching you up.
Can I just say one thing though? Behind you, Coops. So that's all that matters. You're leading the way on this episode.
And that's just exactly where he likes you, Mark.
Yeah. and actually, because Coops made a big deal about this last week, I've also done back-to-back episodes. Woo.
There's even more reason for celebration this week. Come on.
We've made it 2 weeks in a row.
God damn you, it's a streak.
Better than my pub quiz streaks, that's for damn sure.
I think we should have a streak counter on each episode.
Yes.
That's the only thing you'd win, yeah, isn't it? I was thinking Ian.
It probably is, actually.
Technically, in terms of attendance, Ian is very comfortably bringing up the rear.
Birthday celebrations for Milo. Kind of birthday, anniversary,
birthday,
kind
yeah,
of.
No, it is.
Anniversary of the podcast.
Today is... We are 2 years old today.
Oh, man.
But we recorded the first episode 2 years ago.
Oh, damn. So, happy birthday to us. Marky, do you want to tell everybody what my intro is about? Have you got a little announcement to make, a little celebration?
Oh, well, we've moved house, basically. Bought our first place, moved house, which is amazing. There's a meme that goes around on social media going, you've got people looking at the house, and the text underneath says, and from this house you can reach X amount of
Yes.
Pokestops. And I love it. It's
Yeah.
absolutely brilliant. And I kid you not, and this is the funny thing, and I swear my life on this, I never opened the game up at any of the houses we looked at. And we were literally got the keys and we were moving bits in it on the first weekend. I opened the game for the first time ever and I went, I've got a Pokestop on my house.
Welcome to the civilized world.
Welcome to the civilised world. And I'm going to get 7 of them within reach.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
What Mark hasn't told you is he purposely bought a house with a little library in the front garden.
He's on a road
I
where
was-
there's like 4 post boxes.
Yes. I was expecting to get a mallet and chisel and put something in the front wall. There's a little stone mosaic or something.
So, Marky, I'll tell you what then. Your challenge is, by when it's my 2 years, by Easter, I want you to have more than 7 stops from your house. Can you do that? Can we make that work?
I'll give it a go.
Ian, mate, as if we've now, for Marky, we've got to be like, beep, 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 beep. Can you believe that?
I know,
can't-
Mark's going to need it now.
I can't believe
But it
it.
depends. He might not keep going, I live on one stop. He might not say that every time he gets the opportunity.
It's Mark and Milo, home stops. Oh, yeah.
Ian, bro, I could never get one. Could you get one, or is it literally impossible?
No, I couldn't get a home stop. The nearest stop to me is probably about 400 metres away.
Don't fancy buying a home library off eBay. Nothing like that to put outside.
The thought did cross my mind. It really did when I know that they're
Stop you
eligible.
with James Bond books.
Mate, sometimes I used to look at my house and be like, if I just painted that wall there, I could maybe get away with it. We've all been
Just
there.
a mural on the side, get spray cans out.
Literally.
Anyway, what are we? Waste spotters. Moving on.
Moving on.
But anyway, let's move it on. First section, let's go, because I'm quite proud of this question, so I want to ask it.
And now, children, it's time for Getting to Know You with the Incensed podcast.
I would like to confirm that I didn't actually outsource for this one. This is a genuine question.
Oh, my God.
I know.
GG's. It's a good question,
What?
actually, as well.
You did say, didn't you? This is probably your favourite question, Ian.
It's probably my favourite question we had in the last 2 years.
Ever.
Ever.
In the world.
So, obviously, our government names are Casual Coops, Pokemon UK, Ian Wolfall literally
Absolutely.
is, and
It's on the
Masterwork 27. Your Getting to Know You question today is, if you could change your government name to another one, What would you choose and why?
Yeah, thinking back to when I was a kid, and as a kid, I want to change my name, I don't like my name, and etc., etc.
100%.
There were 2 TV shows that I grew up watching that I loved. They were The Dukes of Hazzard and Knight Rider back in the 80s. From Dukes of Hazzard, my favourite character was Luke Duke, so I would have loved to have the name Luke.
Really?
Genuinely. From Knight Rider, I would have loved to have the name Michael. So they would have been the 2 that I would have opted when I was younger if I could have changed my name.
What's ahead though, Luke or Michael?
So you've got to pick one.
It's always going to be Dukes of Hazzard.
I thought he was going to say double-barreled Michael Luke.
Yeah.
Milo.
Ian, I thought you were going to say, I like the name Ian. I was just going to change my surname to Fleming.
Wait, I think your government name's your first name, isn't it? So.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, we've got to change it.
I actually agree with Ian. This is a really interesting question, so proud of you, mate. I can't remember when you actually last didn't outsource a question, I have to be honest. But
probably Easter last year.
On your own 1-year show.
yeah.
He's only doing it so he can actually get some ideas when he can change his name by deed poll.
Yeah.
A little bit of thought behind this one, no references to movies or anything. I just always...
Jeremy?
Screw you, Ian.
Beat me to it.
All right. It would probably annoy me not to keep the M on postage stuff and like that, I think. So I quite like the name Max.
Oh, okay.
Short, punchy.
Okay.
It's always just had a... No, let's not go there. That's unfortunate. Discounting him. I was actually going to use and say there's no Max I've come across who's a bit of a knob. Oops. You foiled my argument. I'll stick with Max. It's just a name I've always quite liked, and it keeps the M at the beginning of everything. Pogo Max UK.
I thought he was going to pick Ash Ketchum or something, and go with that.
So we've had Ash and Jeremy.
and Billy, don't forget
Billy,
that
okay,
as
yeah,
well.
Billy. Yeah.
He couldn't have Billy, though, because of his dog.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the other dog's called Max.
Milo, do you know what's funny? I was literally about to say the name Max reminds me of the dog in The Grinch. Is he like, Max, we're going?
Oh, is that? Oh,
yeah,
yes.
Yeah. I'm sure it's...
That might be subconsciously embedded.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So we've got
somewhere.
Luke, Max, and Master. I'm looking forward to this, Marky Boy. I'm looking forward to this answer.
I want to be Satoshi Tajiri. No, I'm joking. Satoshi. That's a great name.
Surprised you haven't said JT.
I'll give you a little reason behind mine before I reveal what it is. So I've always loved the idea of being in a band. Unfortunately, I've got no ability, I've got no talent in any way musical, so that never ever happens.
That's right, there are plenty of musicians who don't.
There are
Very true,
so
Milo.
many.
Max, sorry, very true, Max. And
Yeah.
please you agree with me, Luke. Not Coops. I grew up when I was at college now in Britpop. The battles within it were phenomenal and the music timeless, but there was Oasis and there was Blur. They were sort of the 2 sides of the fence you sort of sat on. Even though he was like a real nice boy, I kind of like Blur a bit, but I fell on the Oasis side. I loved Oasis. I'd have loved to have been Liam Gallagher, that bad boy musician that, my brother does all the songs, writes all the songs, but I'm out there performing them, and everyone, at the end of the day, they're only interested in who's performing the song and singing it, being the lead singer. People love all that, and because of that, the name I'm going to pick is JT.
You're a donut, Rob. I'm guessing you're picking Liam, actually. I'm guessing.
Liam. Yes, Liam. Yeah. Liam. Obviously, Liam.
So I'm going to be a little bit different because it's my question, so I'm allowed to be. I absolutely, and this is the problem that I'm going to have when I have children eventually.
You're going to pick Dappy?
No.
You beat me to it. You beat me to it. It would be Tallulah or whatever her name is, the sister.
Tallulah.
Oh, I can't breathe.
Hang on, Tallulah's going to be in Vegas.
No. No, first of all, it's Talisa, but no, I'm not picking her. But I was actually going to say, this is the thing that I'm going to struggle of when I have kids. I really, really don't like male names. I don't know why, I just don't. So I'm actually going to be different, and I'm going to swing this, and I'm going to pick a girl's name, if that's okay. But if I was a girl, and I had long, luscious ginger locks, I've just loved this name. If I have a little baby girl, this is what I want the name to be. But I'm going to choose, I know this is going to look really weird in the poll, but I'm going to choose the name Molly.
Okay.
I absolutely...
Nice
You
name.
said
Yeah.
let's just Ginger Locks. I thought Nicole Kidman. I thought that's where you were going with it. But,
Actually, I do like the name Nicole, actually. Yeah.
How long
Nicole,
ago
yeah,
was
but-
it when we had that picture of us all as girls? That was like in episode 10 or something.
It was single digits, early
You have
double
to-
digits.
Listeners, you'll have to scroll back to like 2021 on Twitter.
So yeah, here you are, Marky. We got Molly, Luke, JT/Liam, and Max. Yeah, I feel like people are going to be like, "Why is Molly randomly in there?" But they have to wait and see. I guess. won't
No
they?
context.
Yeah.
That's definitely going to be a very interesting poll later in the show. But if you don't mind, boys, obviously Neuback.com Day was this time last week.
Yes.
Let's have a little chat about how that kind of went, what your thoughts of it were, and if we wanted to bring Shiny Total into it. And I don't know if that's an excuse just to play my jingle preemptively.
Flex it up, flex it up.
There we go. Coops, did you manage to play a little bit? Because I know you said you may only be able to get like an hour or so in. Did you get Shiny at least?
You have not lost your memory from packing for Las Vegas
Don't
next
edit
week.
this show at all.
Oh yeah, I'll forget about that. So every community day, this is kind of like my thing. I get up in the morning, I go to YouTube, and I watch my guy Home Slice Henry because I kind of just want to see how good the move is in GBL, like in the PvP, like how it kind of works.
Yeah.
And bless it, terrible. Boom burst.
Boom burst is bad.
Yeah, like seriously horrendous. I'll be honest, I was kind of going to try and go like hard, and then I watched Home Slice Henry's video, and I was like, it's crap. I knew for PvE raids, I knew it was also going to be terrible and kind of have no relevance. So yes, mate, you are correct. I went on a beautiful dog walk with the missus, and obviously the dog. I wasn't calling her the dog. I mean, we do have a dog. Yeah, had a lovely time. Went to had a beautiful pub lunch, and there was a few stops that I lured up. And then, to be honest, I kind of got about 200 XL, and I was just like, I was kind of over it. I got 4 shinies, which is really weird because when it got announced, I was really hyped. And then as it got closer to the time, I actually realised this is actually kind of a dead mon and a dead move. Like
It's only rare.
Yeah,
That's the thing. It's rarity made it exclusive.
Yes,
Conde, that's gone.
It's really weird. It was kind of like this really weird, like, oh my god, this is hyped. So like the day before, actually, this really isn't at all. By the way, I was walking through the park and I got a random hundo, which was really cool. So I've got a hundo.
Nice.
Is it Neuver?
Neuven, yeah.
4 shinies, that's double what you need.
Yeah, exactly. So I kind of had a weird shift of mindset. I don't know if you guys felt that as well, but yeah, Marky, what was it like? I don't know. Did you play in the new area? Like, what was it like for you, bro?
So I didn't really play it at all, moving all weekend, because I hadn't got the shiny. I was just hell-bent on making sure I didn't miss getting it. Yeah, I didn't want loads of them because now isn't really worth anything. It's not a great Pokemon. Like you said, the move's awful. Quite a lot of people didn't have the shiny of it, and I get that because I was part of that hype. I don't know how I managed to get 9 shinies, though, from the very little time I was playing it, which was really bizarre. But I played it a little bit in the new area and a little bit in the current area sort of thing. But I've got a hundo, but I got that when I was with Ian and Milo when we were playing Shinx.com Day. Do you remember that, boys? Yeah, don't get me wrong though. It was nice. It's a great shiny, and now another one which isn't really relevant for people to have loads of.
What about you, Ian?
What is there to say? It's a great
What
shiny.
you did on the community day might be a good place to start.
Well, I played the community day. I mean, I challenge anyone to say that they didn't really play a community day when they make a Pokémon Go podcast. So, of course, I played the community day. I enjoyed the community day. I went out. I mean, I didn't grind it as hard as I could. We've already covered that it isn't a good move, but it's a great shiny. It's something that I was chasing to a lesser degree back when the shiny was launched in October. Now was the chance to get it. It's a shiny that I've actively wanted for quite a while, and my target was to get a handful of shinies, but I wanted enough XL to max 2 out, and that's precisely what I did. I went out, ended up with 29 shinies. They were all absolutely garbage, but I ended up on sort of 785 XL.
Come on,
so
Ian. Okay.
I'm not
Go on,
complaining.
Ian.
Sorry, don't say that because Milo's going to come and make my numbers look stupid now.
So when you went 29, we were going, wow, Luke? I keep calling him Luke. Max looked at
We should
him.
try and refer to our own new names.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious. But like Max looked at you and just went, "Oh yeah, that's all right." You just hear that, didn't you? We were all going, "Wow,
That's
that's
a mild
Max
amount of respect.
Mild.
Then he's like, yeah, but I tripled that and I got like 60 shinies and I got
it's not a fair
2,000
comparison.
XL.
It's never a fair comparison because everyone plays in a different area, has a different style of playing. Like you say, you play in a different way to I do. So a
He's
stellar
like Max
shiny
Verstappen
cat.
here, and he plays it quick. He's a bit nippy, you know. He's like walking around doing the laps round.
Yeah, but doesn't Max Verstappen do a few questionable things to get the results?
Yes.
Let's not call that.
Yes. Moving on.
Let's not talk about that.
Moving on.
Well, I guess sort of to wrap up, I agree actually with Coops, and I think a lot of people, like, once they got their 1 or 2 shinies, that was kind of it, unless you really want to go for the hundo. I know we've taken the piss in previous weeks. I went mad on the Halloween eggs back in October 2022.
Did you? You'd never mentioned that.
You guys haven't mentioned it either. And as a result, I needed 1 shiny. I didn't need a hundo. I didn't need XLs. But I like to play just to see how much I can get in the 3 hours. It was just good fun. It's sort of an odd camaraderie as everyone else is sort of tailing off on the last 90 minutes or so and chilling, sitting down, getting a coffee or whatever, and having a chat. And they're like, go Milo, go and beat your shiny total or whatever. I didn't quite match Larvitar, unfortunately. I had a really good fun day. I think I got something like over 2k XLs.
2k? Oh my god.
Yeah.
I told you it'd make me look like
North of 2k.
it'd make me look like I've not even got off the couch.
Milo, how do you get that many then? What's the trick?
Always run a tier 3 mega. Always
Yep.
run a tier 3
Did that.
mega.
Tier 3 mega?
Yeah, tier 3
because that
to
gives
get
you
the
a great
maximum
chance
XLs.
of yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the
You
hearts
max out
or the
on
mega?
XL
Wait.
boosts.
Right, you mean I'm with you. God, I thought I was missing out on a trick then.
Yeah, that's the thing is I've done the megas and stuff.
Could it be any mega?
It needs to correspond to the typing, so you needed a flying or a dragon, and thankfully there are quite a few of those. So some people were running Mega Pidgeot, I was running Mega Latios, but if you have that 3rd stage mega, it gives you such a huge XL candy boost. Like every catch, you'll
Didn't
be getting
know that.
5 or 6. So definitely do that if you want to play it more casually and spend less time playing the Comday, but get more XLs. But I just wanted to try and see
the
how much I
level,
can get.
the level of the
Yeah,
mega
if
makes
you
a
actually
difference
tap on
there.
with your megas, it'll tell you levels and then what your bonus are for that level when it's active.
So level 2 gives you a bit of a boost, and then tier 3 is a massive boost. So definitely recommend doing your daily mega evolutions. But I had to smash it. A really good fun day. I didn't really care too much for the move. In fact, I actually didn't have my Noivern Pokédex. So I got my Noivern Pokédex after
me neither.
3.
Yep. Me
It's like
too.
3-4
Yep.
years or something mad since Noibat's been in the game.
It is weird though that I feel like we all kind of, and even you said in your community, because I know you obviously got a little like player base that
Yeah.
comes out on comments. It's funny that we all kind of had that vibe of like it was so hype, and then when it was announced, and when we got to it, we were like, actually,
Yeah.
looking at it, it's actually it's just quite decent. Actually, you know what I mean?
I have to give a shout out, actually. Sorry, I need to shout out one of the Patreon squad from the podcast. Del Hazard got the Schnundo. There was a 0%er. Yeah,
No
and we didn't
way.
know. And he got the
Oh.
shiny zeros
Oh,
on the
wow.
Comday.
Yeah.
My mate Lewis got one.
Oh,
So there was 1 or 2 Shundos for the day, but annoyingly it wasn't the weather boosted Comday. So, but it was Shundo for a few people, and the Snundo though is lit.
Milo, I think you're going to throw us some dates out, I think, mate, because Niantic, they have announced the next few Com Days, if I've got that right. Not the Pokemon, I'm not going to get everyone hyped, not the Pokemon.
I'm riddled with STDs before going to Vegas.
It's the news.
Not unbelievably, but ahead of the next season, in fact, ahead of both the Vegas and Global Hoenn tours, we've had the rest of the community days for March, April, and May dropped, as well as a few other weekend focused events. The following dates, bookmark these in your calendar. Saturday, March the 18th of 2023 is March's Com Day. Saturday, April the 15th of 2023 is April's May Community Day. Saturday, April the 29th will be the next season's Com Day Classic.
Oh, we got another one.
Nice. Another one. And Sunday, May the 21st will be May's Com Day. But they say community days aren't the only events on the horizon. Here are a few dates for additional in-game events coming next season. I'm just going to rattle these off very quickly. Sunday, March the 5th. Saturday, March the 11th. Saturday, April the 8th. Sunday, April the 23rd. And finally, Saturday and Sunday, May the 27th and the 28th. And they say stay tuned for more details about March's community day and beyond. Actually, a lot of STDs, boys.
Predictions.
Yeah, predictions, yes.
Predictions.
Yes. I'm going to start off and say I've got absolutely no idea. but what's the Pokemon that comes after Chespin? Have we got another starter to go?
We've got
Fennekin.
2 more to go. It'll be Fennekin.
Yeah, I'm
next,
going to be really boring and just straight up Fennekin. I'm going to be really
See, I
dull.
don't think that's going to be this soon in the year. I don't see that till probably April or May.
Don't forget, at the end of the season of utter dreadfulness, what was it called with Cosmog? It was bad. I think we might get another batch of stuff to do with Alola, because we've already had the shiny Tapu, Coco, and Lele. I think and then they've done the Ultra Beast like found footage of Poipole and Bucephalon and a few of those. I think there'll be a bit of Gen 7 for March, April, and May. So whether they go kind of terrible for March Com Day, I don't know. Com Day Classic though, I wouldn't mind a bag on Ralts or a Beldon.
So is that like a prediction without actually doing any predictions for March?
Yeah, I've done it,
He
yeah.
was doing the coops then, yeah.
I've done it, you mate.
Okay,
Someone had to do it.
yeah, Marky, you asked, what are you thinking there? then.
Yeah, I was looking at like the Pokedex, and this doesn't answer my question I've just posed about predictions for these ones, but I think Yang Marrow is going to be the big one for one of those years. Do you know what I mean? I think that feels like it's probably going to be a Alola, yeah, Gen 7. I don't think it'll be this year. I still think there's a big thing around Alola. Yeah, absolutely get it. There's a lot of gaps in Gen 7. I've just got a gut feeling it's going to be Young Goose. Young Goose comes, I imagine. Just because Hoenn's having Hoenn Tour, it doesn't mean they can't release Pokemon in Hoenn, does it? You know, we spoke about Whismur in the past, haven't we? Would Whismur get its own con day?
One interesting thing, though, what I would like to pitch a question to you is the double date weekend at the end of May.
I did think that.
What are people thinking? Because I've seen floating around on the grapevine and the social media network is people theorising that we might get a global Go Fest at the very end of May rather than beginning of June.
Oh, I was thinking Eevee Community Weekend again.
Back to back again. Back to back again. What do you think? I personally don't see that happening, but I'd be interested to hear what the three of you think.
I can't see that being a thing. They're not going to do a global Go Fest before they do the IRL ones. I genuinely can't see that happening.
2 days though. Something's happening.
2 days. It's going to be a 2-day event. I mean, at first I thought it might be some form of live event, but then, as Milo eloquently pointed out to me yesterday, calling me a dumbass, that live events are 3 days.
He's got a point though.
I wasn't going to bring that up.
Milo.
Okay, I'm going to predict. I'm going to go straight. It's going to be a weekend of Mega Mewtwo raids. That's what I'm going. The release of Mega Rayquaza or Mega Mewtwo, and there's going to be a 48-hour event. Ridiculous.
I'd be very down for
I
that.
know, but I'm putting it into the air because we want them both this year.
It'll be like
What about you, Liam?
It'll be a mega Camerupt weekend more than
Oh my
likely.
god.
I wouldn't be mad.
Can't
I wouldn't
contain
be
the
mad.
excitement. I think it will honestly be like people are going to theorize whatever, but I think it will just be like an end of season raid weekend. This all hinges on the theory of it being something to do with the Lola, like the Tapu shinies, and then maybe more Ultra Beasts. So I wouldn't be
not
surprised
that-
they said,
God's sake.
"Here's more Ultra Beasts in a raid weekend. Here you go."
Well, there has been found footage of more Ultra Beasts.
Exactly. That's what's stemming my theory. But again,
So that would be what I would think it's likely to be, although I genuinely, well, none of us have an idea, let's face it.
none of us have a
Scooby.
clue. We might just make that point.
I'm going to throw it out there because no one's ever thought this before, and the game's coming up with new events. I'm not saying it'd be good, by the way, what I'm going to propose. I think it will be Research Day Classic weekend.
Oh, God, no.
Imagine that. Imagine that, Ian.
sad.
Imagine it. Feebas, Lotad,
No,
Loftis.
no.
All
Drifloon.
of them come together for a weekend. All the ones that have been on the timed research days are coming back to Pokemon Go for a
I
weekend.
can't think of anything worse other than a Go Battle weekend.
Oh my
Speaking
god!
of, good luck.
Speaking of, good news! Oh, in May, they've just
What?
announced. No, imagine.
I was to say, Marky, that is so out of the box. Literally stepped out of the box and squashed it. Maybe that's to do with the moving process. I don't know.
Oh, dad joke,
You know,
joke.
we didn't have Community Day Classics, did we, a year or a bit ago? Then they appeared and everyone was like, oh, I like
is
that.
true.
It won't be what I've said it was, but if the game needs to keep evolving, it needs to change. I'm not going to rule anything out for May. I think the game needs to evolve and move on as well. It just can't every year keep doing the same things in the same set order.
It's almost like Hoops has evolved into Mark.
I know it is, isn't it? I'm like, Marky, you're right. Like, I feel like I'm like watching me, or whether it's me or Molly, but I'm watching someone through the screen. I'm thinking,
Liam, alter ego.
yeah. But I tell you what, boys, something I do want to say to all of you, because when this episode does get released, obviously it's Milo's birthday, but 24 hours after that, basically, it's Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day to my 3 lovers. We're like in a love
I'm leaving that pause in.
square. Is it a love square? Yeah, I didn't know what to say.
It would be a square. It would be a square.
A love cube.
Yeah, a love rhombus. Ooh, that's a bit sexy, isn't it? A love rhombus.
Any four-sided shape.
I'm going to test you all, boys. What is a rhombus?
A silly name.
Isn't it like a 6-sided or 5-sided thingy, me Bob? Was that trapezium? Oh, no, I'm getting...
No, a rhombus is a squashed square, I think, unless...
Oh, that's a rectangle, isn't it?
Not squashed enough to become a rectangle. It's like the mid-stage. It's the mid-stage evolution between the two.
Yes! Oh my god! So you've got the square, which is Bulbasaur. Then you've got the
starter.
rhombus, which is Ivysaur. Then you've got the rectangle, which is Venusaur. There we go.
What's the mega evolution of it?
So for everyone who's listening to the podcast, a rhombus is like it is a squashed square, like a diamond
Yes.
with equal
Yes.
sides, 4 equal
Yeah.
sides, otherwise known as a diamond. But
Milo, I tell you what, actually, then Mega Venusaur can be a cube, like a 3D rectangle. Yeah,
Genius.
it goes 3D.
Going from 2D to
Genius.
3D. Wow.
Satoshi, get on the phone to Satoshi. We've got a Gen 12 Pokemon line
See?
here.
Yeah.
A bit like a 2D game going 3D, then going open world. Oh my god.
I have to say, this is the oddest segue
Yeah, right.
we've ever come across, but it does work very nicely with what's currently going on. Because Mega Gardevoir's still available at the moment.
Well done, Matt.
I've rescued
Sting us
that
back
one,
on
geez.
track.
Well done. I mean, did you listen back to last week's? But no, boys, for real, all jokes aside, and to all our listeners, happy Valentine's Day. Hope you all have a lovely Tuesday. It's on Tuesday this year, isn't it? Yeah, Tuesday the 14th.
It's on Tuesday,
yeah.
yes.
Happy Valentine's Day. Hopefully you get everything that you want and treat your loved ones with all the happiness and all the presents and all
Give
the
the greeting
flowers.
cards company way more money than they deserve. Yes.
Yeah. Do all of that. But yeah, boys, all jokes aside, this current event at the moment, which is still going on, it's the Valentine's event. We have completed the challenge, which was kind of ridiculous. We knew we were going to complete. I think we completed it in like 24 hours.
Literally only 2 days.
Yeah, so now active is increased transfer candy and transfer candy XL. You'll be happy to know I transferred all my Terrakions, Reshirams,
Well done.
Yveltals. Got a bit emotional because we've got Tapus in at the moment, but we move. How's everyone sort of finding it?
I've really enjoyed the couple of days I've been playing it. There's good wild spawns to hunt, furfroos everywhere, which is good ahead of Vegas if anybody wants the European version of it.
Actually, that's a good point. Make sure you change the form of your Furfrou
Indeed.
before the event ends to get the heart
our
trim.
favourite fairy Pokemon, Flabébé, with all its various regional variants, is actually quite good because, again, with Vegas coming up next week, perfect time to stock up on those regionals.
Is it Vegas next week?
We haven't mentioned it at all.
I knew that was coming. I knew that
But
was
if
coming
people
out
are
of someone's
traveling,
mouth.
there's the blue, the yellow, and the red flower to swap over. So I'm enjoying the quest hunt for Spinder and for Frillish.
Spindiana.
Broken Heart Spindiana.
Oh,
That's what it is, the shiny
Oh,
one.
bless him.
And Mega Gardevoir, stonking Raid Boss. Thank God we got a good Mega over the legendary.
Speaking of legendaries, though, did someone get their first ever one and done, Mr. Flex It Up, Flex It Up? Have I got that information correct?
You consulted Twitter correctly.
It's
Well
my
done.
game.
Yeah.
It's
Somehow.
my game.
Thanks, Jim. Yeah, one and done, which is hysterical. I don't have a Pokédex entry like that. I got the Pokédex last year when it dropped. One and done. The second one was the shiny. I was like, nice.
Jokes aside, is this the first ever time that a raid boss has come back and you've actually got the shiny in the first raid?
Yeah, genuinely.
Oh, jokes, that's funny. But I'm like you though, like this lovely, is it Lovely Wishes? Lovely Wishes? Is it?
Lovely Wishes,
Yeah.
yes.
I have to agree, like obviously I've not played much, but I have turned it on, done a few Gardevoir raids, and it actually is an alright event. There's some spawns there that you would want over the last one for sure. But Ian, you're having a good time with it.
The event's okay. I mean, as Milo said, there's some great spawns. The shinies just seem relatively easy to encounter for this event, which is always nice, unless it's Tapu Lele, which has been an absolute biatch, to be honest.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I've dropped a lot of my Vegas money on raiding it.
Bro, why?
Because I wanted the shiny, and then I
How
got
many raids are you
then I got
deep
the
now?
Hundo 15 raids in.
You
but
got
no
the Hundo?
shiny.
Oh, congrats.
Not really, because it's crap, but I continued raiding it until I got the shiny, and 42 raids and I got the shiny.
Ooh, ouch.
I saw everybody on Twitter doing the whole...
There were a lot of that, actually.
Yeah.
And
There always
yeah,
is, there
for me,
always
it
is.
was just not shiny. And thank you to anyone that did send me raids, because people are not raiding this thing because they know it's bad. So it was getting increasingly hard to actually get a lobby for this thing.
Yeah, because like we always say, you got to do it in the first few days, didn't you? What about you, Marky? Have you had a sort of what's your time been like?
I've hardly raided it for it, if I'm honest with you. I didn't get Tapu Kaku, Tapu Koku, whatever.
I'm saving one of them for you, aren't I?
Thank you, Milo. I think I've done 7 raids of Tapu Lady. Not got a shiny. I've lost the love of chasing shinies in raids.
Yeah.
'Cause I just feel like the odds have changed now. Gone are the days where you do 15 and get one. Deoxys scarred me for life. I remember going back to Deoxys, I think it's like 87 raids for shiny Deoxys. Someone will have 3 or 4 somewhere on my journeys playing this game, and I'll be able to trade one somewhere for something I've got that they want. So, but the event is a good event. I like the event. I like my Furfrou, my favourite Pokemon. I want to add to my
nice
two
shiny,
shiny Furfrous I've got already. I want to get a few more. The Frillish are out and about, aren't they? I just wish the blue one was out and about in the wild. It's just the pink one, obviously, in the wild.
Frillish is available from tasks.
Yeah, 10 hearts, though. So you have to swap buddies around and messing around with that to get the hearts.
Sorry, I've got a genius. Okay, this is a really good strat for this one, all right?
Please.
So, in-person raids, they give you poffins very, very frequently these days. Perfect chat. So one poffin,
do they?
one little
I'm the
little
Poffin
tickle.
King. I didn't know I've not been raiding. That's why.
And you've been remote raiding, that's the key thing. If you raid in person, in-person raiding was supposed to give you more rare XL candy. It actually gives you more poffins. If you drop a poffin, get all the buddy treats filled up, then you do the tickle and the snapshot. That's 10 buddy hearts done. If you stacked up 3 tasks, that's pretty solid. But this is a really good event to get your Flabebe, Floette, and Florges evolved, because you need to do 20 buddy hearts with it. So just poffin it back-to-back days. And any of the evolutions, I think it's mostly Gen 6 that you need to do buddy stuff to evolve any of these mons. Perfect event to do it on, because you can complete the tasks as well.
Milo, I'm not trying to sort of cut you off to sort of say what you just said was really uninteresting, even though it was. But Mark, I just want to go back to...
Sorry, Mark.
I just want to go back to you because, bro, I feel you. Obviously, as we all know, we chat and we've mentioned this before, but I really want those days to be back, because I would actually raid for the shiny, but I'm not raiding 80 Tapu Lele to get my first shiny. I just I would rather use them on Rayquaza, which is coming soon.
Yeah.
But
Coming soon. Yeah. It does make you look at what you've raided sometimes, and you look at it and go, what the absolute hell was I doing? This is almost like cleansing it, deleting 60 legendaries that are all rubbish for nothing. And you look at it and go,
I've never had that feeling.
what have I done?
800 eggs, yeah, I'm fine. Shiny Noibat, yeah, I'm fine. 800 eggs, I'm okay. Is it me, or are the Gallade and the Frillish stickers really cool? I'm not when you send no boys, I'm actually
but we know that you love a sticker, Coops.
No, yeah, but I'm being deadly serious. Do you not think the design of the stickers? It's I know we spoke about the 3D rhombus and that, but
my god, you're right,
bro. Do you not think they're actually?
I've only got one Gallade sticker, but it's actually cool as hell.
Bro, I know that's controversial. People are like,
bruh, stickers.
Frillish stickers as well are actually semi. Maybe I'm just chatting out my backside, but I genuinely think they're actually good stickers. But maybe that's just. I wouldn't purchase them from the shop.
That's not something Molly would do.
No, Molly would not do that.
Molly does not condone purchasing stickers.
And also, Molly wouldn't do. She also wouldn't play a game.
She wouldn't, would she? Yes, it's back.
Oh my god.
It's back.
Here we go.
We had to do a part 2. Coops wouldn't let me do it the other week.
That's not true. Okay, yeah, maybe that was true.
But we are going to get on to Name That Pokemon in the reverse version. Now, we've still got a few sound bites left, so we're playing first to 2.
Oh, thank God.
So, who's going to be the first one
Coops
to get
relieved.
the name of this Pokemon?
Now, I know this is going to be a massive shock. I've got absolutely no idea.
That makes 2 of us at least.
Valtel?
I'm going to throw Rampardos out there.
Flabebe.
Okay, so your second clue is this Pokemon is a dark fire type.
Dark Fire.
Oh, no.
Houndoom.
Oh,
Houndoom.
of course. Congrats, well done.
Yes.
So far, 1 to Max, 0 to Molly, and Liam.
Thanks for saying it out loud. God.
So, the next Pokemon is...
Sandshrew.
Oh, if that's right, okay, good. I've got absolutely no idea. Oh no, do you know what? I'm going to get it wrong because I like the typing. The typing's really helped me out of the 900 Pokemon that they are. So I'm going to Moltres.
Bulbasaur.
So, typings. This Pokemon is a dark ice type.
Sneasel.
Oh.
Well done, Max.
Max's first win.
Oh wait, has he won? Oh yeah, it was first to 2. It's over.
Max takes his first victory.
GG's, Max. Well done.
GG's.
Thank you.
GG's. So the good
kids,
news.
well done.
The good news there is we've still got some for another round in a couple of weeks' time.
It's got the first to 1. First to 1.
That's a good thing. My alter ego Molly can make an appearance, so it's not all is lost.
Yeah, we love it when Molly shows her face. Anyway, before we move on, I'm going to stay with games. Now, we've actually had a...
Send your WhatsApps now.
I love we use that laughing one.
I've segued into this from the game because we had a game of Chasing the Tail last week. Do we all recall this game?
Yes.
Well, Mark triggered Milo by catching him off guard with...
No, I was fine with it.
But one of our listeners has sent a message because he contests the ruling. I'm going to play the message and it'll hopefully make sense. And Mark will give you time to react and counter this message.
All right, boys, I would be a shocking husband/boyfriend to Milo if I didn't speak in with my frustrations of Mark's pronunciation of the Pokemon during Chasing the Tail. Now, I'm going to speak the family which this Pokemon came from, and I don't know which one he meant, but it makes most sense that he picked the middle one. The family from Generation 8, not Gen 9 people, let's get our gens right, these are Galar Pokemon. We had Hatenna, which ends in an A, Hatrem, which ends in an M, or Hatterene, which ends in an E. So, I'm just saying, justice for Milo. This is Lachlan signing off. Miss you all. Coops, really wish we got to chat. Alas, things change. Love you all. Bye.
I'll be honest, none of us realised that it was...
So he got it wrong? Is that what he said? Is he telling us?
He's
I'm just saying I didn't ask him to send that in, okay? He did that of his own.
Wait, Ian, explain. I'm so lost.
I'm confused still.
Okay, so what Lachlan's referring to is during Chasing the Tail, you stumped Milo with this.
Hatterun ends with an E. Yeah.
But Lachlan's saying it's Hatterene, not Hatterun.
I don't know the pronunciation. I just found it in that heat of the moment. That's like saying in the heat of the moment, but you haven't got time to think about it. What's the...
I think this shows that we are very much Pokemon Go people.
Yeah.
It
And
is.
who said that from day one? Stop adding in
No,
all,
they're valid
Apple
Pokemon.
and-
These are valid Pokemon.
Wishy-washy.
Exactly. They're valid Pokemon.
Yes. It all started
Well,
with
wishy-washy was
wishy-washy.
correct, but I think we do need to be aware of how they're pronounced because you literally could just say anything and we could just take it as a Gen 9 or Gen 8 and be like, oh, that's probably in there.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I'm not being funny, boys. Like, I haven't got the time to understand the pronunciation. I'm not going to check the pronunciations if I'm trying to catch someone out on the heat of the moment.
Do you want to know, Mark?
'Cause that kind of go...
We're playing the message because it's funny, but it wouldn't have changed the result because Milo would still have got the next one wrong.
I've still got it wrong.
regardless.
Yeah.
So
Because I was going to say, didn't I win last week?
you
Or
did,
have I-
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
You did,
Yeah. So go away, Lachlan, because it's going to be a different outcome. So if this has changed, I might not have won. So leave us alone. I won. Let me have my victory in peace.
Leave us alone.
Love that.
I like it. It's oh god, Jesus Christ!
It's not going to change the result from last week. That's definitely set in stone. Doesn't really matter. But thanks, Lachlan, for sending in the message. But I think it's time for part 2 of...
It's the news.
With some extra Hoenn Tour bits. Every week seems to be a new Hoenn Tour bit of info dropping. So, this one's actually coming from an article from Eurogamer talking about shiny rates, mostly to do with the Global Tour that's obviously happening in 2 weeks' time after Vegas. I'll read a little excerpt from the article. There's a whole load of things talking about the Team Challenge, Ruby versus Sapphire, etc. But Niantic has confirmed to Eurogamer that no other ticket will be sold as part of Hoenn Tour, the global one they're referring to, and that shiny rates will be boosted whether players decide to pick the Jirachi Masterwork Research questline or not. Update, Niantic has clarified this boost refers to select species, not all will be boosted. That is the key element of the article, basically saying that this global tour is free if you don't wish to buy the Masterwork Research ticket for $4.49 or $4.99 in equivalent currency, whatever it is, wherever you are. It's a free event if you don't want to get shiny Jirachi, essentially. There are shiny boosts for what Pokemon we don't know, but what do we think? Because that's kind of a shift. Previously, global events have been ticket pay for. There have been free elements to them. The shiny boost has traditionally been linked to a ticket.
Yeah, now, if I'm honest, we could have realistically seen this coming by the fact that they advertised that the Masterwork Research was going to be ticketed. Nah, it would have been proper like super villain levels of scumminess if Niantic had charged you for that and then charged you for the event as well. Honestly, it was kind of staring us in the face. I kind of half expected the global to be free, and it's a good question. What species, what families will be boosted? One would hope it's going to be the newer releases, but it's not necessarily a guarantee.
Yes.
I'm going to go with Poochyena and Bronzor. Hey, Mark.
Yeah, it ain't going to be Cacnea and stuff like that.
It won't be the new ones.
It's going to be, no, it'll be Zigzagoon.
Starters probably as well.
Yeah, and it'll be C-Dot and things like that.
Somebody theorised that potentially, Ruby versus Sapphire, there's a little pool of Pokemon, depending on who wins the team challenge per hour. Like, those may be the boosted shiny spawns, rotating per hour. We don't know, but I don't know, because Mark, you've made a big deal, obviously you've got a lot going on at the moment, about the Masterwork Research for Jirachi, being able to pick it up right until the end of March, actually, I believe is when you can buy it. Thoughts on a free global event, essentially?
It would have been very dodgy for them to have done it another way. I think they're trying to attract new players. I think they're always, as a business, trying to get more and more new players during the game at a later stage on the journey. People have just downloaded the game. This is the first time they played it. Are they going to buy a ticket? No, they're not. So how can they draw new people in through communities playing the game? But like you said, this event, sadly, there's quite a lot of stuff that's already been out there. And I think it's kind of a free hit for Niantic. They're not really giving a lot away by making it free. There's a lot of Pokemon that have been out before. It's the least number of new shinies for a tour event, isn't it, so far? Kanto and Johto, was it 9, 10, 11 new shinies?
I think it's on par if you include everything.
For the first time, I'm not going to pay any money towards like a... sorry, is it a Go Fest? Go Tour. And it'll be really interesting to genuinely see what's... Because I've said it before, you've always had that banter when you go to these events, people back home, they get better stuff than you. Me and my old mates, we used to like laugh about that all the time. And it'll be genuinely interesting to talk about it at the end of this month and be like, right, everybody played it. Obviously, me and Liam, not as hard as Max and Luke, you know what I mean? But because obviously, you guys are there. But no, it'll be interesting to chat about it and really like dive into their first event of 2023. I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm genuinely looking forward to it. Because I was going to say, Max, they've released the creators that are going to be there, aren't they? I'd love to sort of see who's sort of going to be there. Maybe one day we might end up on. Have I got that right?
I like that little segue in there. So yes, they're calling it the Notable Trainers Meetup. So they've got 6 people who will be able to visit.
Cute.
Obviously, the more important thing is the not so notable trainer meetup will be happening just next door. Ian and I will be there.
Probably with some other not so notable trainers as well.
Yes, indeed.
I literally hate you. I genuinely thought there was actually an event called the Not, and then I was like,
we just coined that phrase.
We coined that phrase in Seattle.
That's our thing now. So the chap we had on not just a fortnight ago, Landor Alpha.
Good lad.
Is on the notable trainers list, which is awesome.
GG's.
Alongside him, Trainer Club, Billy Lutz shall be present.
Don't know who that is.
Friend of the show.
Veteran is there, like that. Yeah. Who's that?
It wasn't on our name list. Agent V, who's a streamer, alongside Zoe 2 Dots, Glitch X City, and Swaggeron 333 will be there.
He's done a few now.
6,
Swaggeron,
6 folks that you'll be able to do meetups with.
Yeah, he's done a few. I might have to get him on.
Swaggeron, he's done a few. He was in Seville. Yeah.
This is your open invite on the podcast.
Yeah.
We'll give him a sticker. It's okay.
We'll give him a sticker and a business card.
We'll give him a sticker. Absolutely.
So that's it then. Yeah, that's the creators.
That's the notable trainers that Niantic can bring in for the meetup.
Yes. The meetup times are on the Hoenn Tour
2
website.
2 till 4 p.m.
There we go.
2 till 4 p.m.
And we'll be next door as well.
I'm a little bit confused though. Why did I not hear Incensed podcast being mentioned? Not yet. We're going to get there one day.
No. We've got our own
Coops,
sites.
The Incensed podcast is part of the not so notable trainer meetup. And if any of you are actually at Las Vegas, come see Milo and myself because, we might try something quite interesting. Just come see us.
We might have some cool plans.
I genuinely have no idea what they're talking about.
Watch this space.
Neither do I.
Watch this space.
Yeah.
Speaking about coming and seeing us in Las Vegas, a new feature is going to debut at Pokémon GO Tour Hoenn, Las Vegas, and that is catch cards. We all get a little geotag at the bottom when we catch something, but catch cards are going to be something a little bit different. Location cards will be a new way for trainers to remember where they caught a specific Pokémon and commemorate visiting special events or locations. The location cards will display an image on a Pokémon's summary page related to the area where the Pokémon was caught. So, for example, for Las Vegas, we don't know, we've not seen an image of these yet, but it will be something reminiscent of Vegas. Now, traders attending Pokémon GO Tour Hoenn can work together to figure out which raid battles at the event will award location cards. So not all raids are going to give you a location card. So it's going to be a case of just trial and error and finding out what will trigger getting these catch cards.
Some specific gyms or something.
I think we'll find out on the day. The article is basically like half a dozen paragraphs and quite cryptic. So we're going to find out on the day, but it's something new and it's going to be something, I think, if they roll out for Go Fests, Safari Zones and special events, it will be something to commemorate kind of good or special Pokemon that you might get. Primal Groudon, Primal Kyogre. It'll be nice to get some decent ones that have these catch cards. It's going to be interesting to see what they've come up with for this. We've not even seen a concept, We've not even seen a concept
Can't
at this
wait
point.
for those to fill up my iCloud.
I sort of want to know if, they're going to have the new sizes on them as well, like extra small and extra large. But, boys, I'm really sorry. Something's really distracted me. I don't know if that's Mark's new house or... Is that Mark's home?
We love a poll with no context. So everybody, there was no way of taking any reading into the answers of this poll, which is nice. But I did put, referencing the first conversation, a great question from Molly at the beginning of the show. The boys have decided...
Casual Molly.
Oh my God.
Casual Molly. The boys have decided to change their government names. Which of these is your favourite? But if you vote, please retweet. We had 51 votes.
Oh, that's all
And
right.
16 retweets. So we're getting there. We're getting there.
That's a big poll, Mark. That's a girthy poll.
Before we read out the results, let's go to some of the comments that our lovely followers have put on the Twitter feed. I Am Pyrus has put a little gif of, I think it's Bumblebee from Transformers, and it says "Hello Max" on it! Exclamation mark.
He's going to know what Milo's changed his name to Max.
knows.
Yeah.
My favourite, I love
Oh, friend.
Don't be jealous. Look how jealous Ian got, Milo. Did you see that?
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Del Hazard X has said he's got a little gif of it looks like a girl with her shades on, and then she peeks over the eyes. It says on the comments, "Coops?" in brackets. Sorry? Well, I just thought it was Luke. I don't know. Lucy Davis has said Molly, just because. Crying out face. JB has put Molly with a love heart. Keith, and Keith's right, he's put Where's Faith?
Oh my God, that is a throwback.
That is a callback.
That is a throwback.
So the results are in. So Luke got 14% of
Of course
the
it
vote.
did. I always lose these votes.
It's a rubbish name, though, isn't it?
No one knows who. There's no context. There's no context.
There
No
is.
one
Everybody
can know
knows
who said
Milo would be
what.
Max. All of the Ealing people that voted.
Bitter.
This is just common knowledge.
Luke's got 14%. JT has got... Liam, has got 22%. Max has got 24% of the vote.
Molly wins.
And with 41% and an overwhelming win, Molly tops the poll.
And you know what? Before we move on, since Molly won the vote,
Coops actually gets to change his name.
I just wanted to say welcome to the Patreon, Molly Nellist, our latest Patreon member on the bronze
Are you being
tier.
serious?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yesterday.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Thank you, Molly.
That's actually spooky.
That's spooky. I didn't. That's really spooky timing. Mad. But anyway, boys, can you all say congrats, please, to me?
Congrats, Coops. Congrats,
Well
Molly.
done, Molly. Well done, Molly.
Congrats, Molly.
Actually, yeah, we could actually play a
Fun
game
times.
on community days and special events with Coops in his new form called Where's Molly?
Where's Molly? Yeah. Kind of works, doesn't it?
It does work.
But what also works, it's my favourite section.
Shines of the week.
I'm actually going to dive into our Incensed podcast Discord, where all the Patreon members can share things with us. And I've got to give a shout out. I'm hella jealous of this. Darby Russ, first cliff battle. And it is a Shadow Shiny Magnemite.
Nice.
So, poggers on that one. If you're on the podcast Patreon, there is a hashtag Shinies of the Week channel in there. You can post stuff there.
This one is from Paige. Crucio My Soul has said, yesterday I moved to a new city. Tomorrow I start a new job. Today... ? Well, today I got this bad boy. And ordinarily, a shiny love disc would not pique my interest. However, it was a Shundo love disc, which is absolutely
really?
amazing. Yeah.
No
Shundo
way.
love disc caught on the 8th of February. What a
Nice.
beautiful Pokemon to have.
Not even using the research day that was yesterday.
Wow, yeah,
Oh,
nice.
was that yesterday?
When the episode drops.
Well, this one isn't a shiny, but it's hashtag Shinies a week, so we're going to call it out. Shiny Poke Hunter at Poke Hunter Shiny. Casually listening to at Incense podcast with my daily incense on, and bam! The Galarian Moltres, 1251 on the CP. Hashtag Shines of the Week. Hashtag Incensed Podcast. Hashtag something I can't read out because there's a swear word in it, but it mentions faith.
Oh, gosh.
Does it again?
Is it really?
Yes, it does. Yes, yeah.
It mentions her again.
Yes.
They really are
Yeah.
catching up.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I wondered why the listens had gone down. It makes sense now.
Let us know when you hear your shinies of the week. Is it next week or is it
This
like
was
6
this
months
was only
time?
posted. This was only posted 6 days ago.
Yeah, I know, but they're listening to episodes from like last year. So,
Yeah, and beyond. Yeah.
Faith
Yeah.
just might have had a big impact. The story might have been that good.
Yeah.
They can't forget it. I've got
Maybe.
one here, and it's from a loved friend of ours of the show, Furby Andrew. By the way, thank you for the research on Com Day, Andrew. I forgot to DM you, but woke up to this on my doorstep. Hashtag shiny Pokemon. Hashtag Pokemon Go. Hashtag shinies of the week. Hashtag I hate faith. No, he did add that one in. I'm joking. And Andrew got a shiny Furfru, which is pretty
That's
cool.
awesome, shiny. GG's, Andrew.
Beautiful.
change it to heart form
Yeah.
now.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, it goes
Yeah,
shiny,
quick
doesn't it?
before the event ends.
Quickly
Yeah.
before it buggers off on Tuesday.
So yeah, GG's to you, Andrew. That's just a few of our amazing listeners that do tag us and do let us know what shinies or anything good they got during the episode that they've just listened to, 1 year ago as well.
Yeah.
But yes, of course, if you do want to tag us, please do tag us on Twitter. I did say at the start of the show, hashtag shinies of the week, just at us, at Incensed Podcast. You can tag us, obviously, as individual creators as well. Don't forget to also wish Pogo Milo UK a happy birthday when this episode drops.
Thanks.
And we don't just have amazing people that do tag us and let us know what shinies they got for my favourite segment of the show. We also have amazing Patreon members. So we've got a bronze tier, we've got what comes after bronze? Silver tier.
Silver.
And we've got
Rhombus.
And we've got a rhombus. And we've
Ginger
got a
tier.
gold tier.
Yeah.
And, and on the ginger tier, we want to say a massive thank you. On that tier, we've got Hermes Ninja, JB, Clifford Mert, Darby Russ, Kerry and Zachary, Connor Lee, Dom the Ragnarok, ML Folk 2022, Apex 187, Professor 58, K, Technogol, and Mufti. Thank you all so much. We say it every week, and we feel like we can't say it enough, but thank you to all of you guys, especially. You make this show what it is, and I know especially from Ian and Milo, it helps them out a lot with the editing and everything that they have to do behind the scenes. So thank you. And of course, if you want to join our Discord, we have got tiers starting from £1.50. Look us up. It's like I said, we've got a link tree. Everything's just at Incensed Podcast. You'll find it all from there on the Twitter. But of course, it's me. So before I do wrap it up, I've obviously got to let everybody know how our Spotify's doing. So
Yes.
I'm actually
4.9?
very happy with this. I'm actually correct. We are at 4.9 stars. But now, boys, we're up to 220 ratings, which is
That's good.
actually amazing.
Yeah.
If you haven't rated us on Spotify and you do listen through Spotify, you've got a friend or anybody on your WhatsApp or Discord or Telegram's chat, please just, post a little picture, sort of help us out, and we'd really appreciate it. That more of those ratings that we get would just sort of really help us out with discoverability. So yeah, that would mean the world to us. And I suppose there's only one thing left to say to my beloved Pogo Milo UK and Ian Waterfall. Have an incredible time next week.
Thanks, babe.
Me
Thank
and
you.
Mark will technically be there just for the episode. We're flying out for the episode.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
but boys,
Yeah.
boys, have the most incredible time. Can't wait for the vlogs on YouTube. And to all the listeners, if you are going to Las Vegas Hoenn Tour, have the most incredible weekend. And of course, put the Pokemon Go to the side. Have the most incredible time in Las Vegas. As I said at the start, I am very jealous.
Guys, bad news.
What?
Oh, don't forget, Spotlight Hour on the 14th. Rubat.
Who's the Valentine's Day Spotlight Hour date?
Yeah. And on that bombshell, Molly, Liam, Luke, and Max will see ya next week. Take care.
I choose you!